Good morning, everybody. It's me. You know, right about now typically should be the time that I'm in the best mood I could be. Well, one of the best moods that I could be. Because I'm home from work, the work week is over. The only thing I really have to look forward to now is getting some sleep and doing whatever I want. But you know what? I'm not exactly in a good mood. You know why? You know why? You don't? Well, let me tell you. Okay, let me tell you. Not only, when I drove to work this morning, or last night, did I hit all kinds of traffic, come to a complete stop, make it take an extra half an hour, where it shouldn't have, because they had to shut down the fucking highway. Yeah, shut it down at 10 o'clock at night. You know, because apparently it takes... let's see, it was about 14 trucks and 400 workers to repair a piece of a fucking pothole the size of a blueberry. Okay? Yeah, that's what it takes, Massachusetts. You know what? Fuck you, Massachusetts. You suck. Okay? That's what I think about you and your highways and your roads. Fuck you. Okay? Yeah, had to put up with that last night on the drive-in, you know? But what makes it worse is that I had to put up with it again on the way home this morning. You know, after I barely make it to stay awake all freaking night, and you know, and I'm sitting at my desk. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm starting to fall asleep. Yeah, okay, it's time to go home. Hopefully, I can make it. But no, you know what? I can't drive straight home because everybody's got to be doing something, right? Everybody's either driving like an idiot or fixing a fucking pothole. Okay, that's this big. Okay. Yeah, not too happy. Not too happy. Actually, I'm in a better mood now. I'm in a better mood. I think just venting that just made me 100 times better. Do you believe me? Well, you shouldn't. Oh, man, I tell you. Last night sucked. Sucky night. Not the worst kind of sucky night, but it was just sucky. I don't know. The work week's over, though. I should be positive right now, right? But you know what? I actually have to go do some more work. I mean, I have to go and do some stuff for New Hampshire Magazine now. So who knows when the hell I'm going to actually get to sleep. But it will be eventually, and that'll be nice. It'll be wonderful to get some sleep. And yeah, yesterday I went to a rehearsal, and it was here in Manchester. It was with George Peel and everything, and you know, it seemed like it was a pretty productive rehearsal. I mean, we got a lot of blocking done. We finished blocking Act 1. And, you know, I mean, I'm almost off book for Act 1 right now. But apparently, you know how you get the feeling where somebody might not like what you're doing, you know, but they don't really say it. They kind of hint at it, or you might be able to see it on their face. Excuse me. Yeah, I that's the kind of feeling that I got last night at rehearsal. I was actually told that I need to bring it down, you know, bring the energy down and the manicness. Apparently, I need to be more cool, maybe cool-headed. I'm not sure, but apparently I'm a little bit over the top, which I kind of had the impression that's what he wanted. But what do I know? You just try things, right? You just try things, see how they work, and then, you know, hopefully you can find what the director is actually looking for. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. These rehearsals are going to be a lot of fun because, oh, and somehow I neglected to mention some of the other people that, you know, are involved with the production that I actually previously knew. They let me know at rehearsal yesterday. So I've, in addition, the person who's actually grouped this is Alan Kaplan, and I've actually worked with their group previously. It was, I can't even remember how many years ago it was. It could have been 8 for all I know, but I didn't actually perform at this theater, which is it's going to be a first for me because I think I've been in about 30 some odd different venues here in the state, and I have not been at the Jewish Federation Center, which I will be performing at. But I have performed with this group before, and I did another thing for Alan. a while back. I think it was at a high school. I think I went to a high school with him. I think I was doing something that Tom Anastasi wrote, Surviving Evil. I think I did that with this actual group. And then I can't even remember. I think I might have done a festival piece with under Manchester Community Theatre Players. But anyway, so the stage manager for the show is Steve Short, who let me know that I didn't mention his name last time. Well, there it is, Steve Short. And actually, if you look through my video collection, you'll see a video I made of him. It was for one of the award shows. I made like a tribute to the stage manager. So it was fun. It was good. It came out pretty well. Yeah, I knowing what I know now, there was probably a lot of things that I would have done a little bit differently, especially with the editing. But it's still, you know, it was good for when I made it. And Alan's daughter, Ariel, is in it, who also let me know that I didn't mention her name last time. But yeah, oh, and another guy, Dan Merriman, who I actually didn't know until just like, I think I only found out tonight. I might have been told last time, but I only remembered tonight when I saw him, which was kind of cool. I really like doing shows with Dan. So there's Neil and Dan. I really like. I can already tell, you know, working with Sue and Ariel is going to be a lot of fun. And the other people that I haven't worked with before, this is going to be a really good show. It's going to be really fun. All these rehearsals, I can tell. If I can do what George wants, apparently, because I don't know if I actually can. But anyway, it all in all, it was a pretty good day. I didn't get really that much sleep last night. I probably slept from about, I don't know, 11 to 2, something like that, and been going since then. And tomorrow I actually get to meet my other cast up in North Conway. I think I've only worked with one person out of that cast before. The woman that's playing Jillian, my wife, has actually been my wife before. So this will be like a reunion of sorts. And the director I know, because she worked with me on the last show, but other than that, I don't think I know anybody in that cast. So it'll be another whole new group of people to meet and get to know and have fun with, maybe. We'll see. But anyway, what happened? You know, I was driving home, and there's a show on the radio, and it's called War of the Roses, okay? And I don't know what radio station, or Carson and Kennedy on 104.1 or something like that, I think. And the premise is like these girls call in to find out if their boyfriend's cheating on them, and the radio host pretend to be a wireless cell phone provider, and they're going to give roses to whoever you want it to go to. Like, whoever falls for this shit has got to be fucking brain dead. But anyway, so all these guys send it to all different chicks than their girlfriend. But this one particular one yesterday, she's like, who is this? Blah, blah, blah. And then the guy goes, who the hell is this? You know, and I'm like that girl that we went on a date with 6 months ago. I haven't seen you since. They didn't even have a relationship. It was just some crazy chick who hasn't been able to like let go of this guy that she went on one date with. Freaking psycho. This reminded me of a little story. Not only that did, but I watched, you know that video, Plain White Tees, it's Rhythm of Love, okay? It like all takes place on a beach at night and stuff like that. That coupled with the that story of the psycho reminded me, back in my youth there, back when I was in my 20s, I spent a lot of time down at the beach, especially at night, going to parties and all that shit. But I kind of like hung out with a girl just once, one night, and I mean, it didn't really go all that far. And for a year straight after that, for a solid year at least that I know of, she hung a little miniature hockey player by a noose from her rear view mirror. The significance is that I've been a hockey player my entire life. Okay, so that's kind of like all I did before theater. I mean, that's really all I did. That and, you know, a few other physical things. But so yeah, one date she hangs a hockey player by a fucking noose. I'm not sure where she is today. I'm not sure I want to know. But I pity the fool that gets involved with you. Is that a song? It sounds like that could be a song. Maybe it already is. Anyway, let's see. Anything else happen at work? Some things must have come up. I don't know. Oh, you know, somebody asked me at work last night. It was, oh yeah. She said, how do you memorize these lines? How do you learn like the roles and stuff? And you know, for you forget sometimes, like people that are not actors like that. I mean, there's a lot of techniques to going through, you know, creating like memorization, you know, and some of it's muscle memory, but a lot of it's recall, you know, and you just need to, a lot of people have different ways of doing it. I know a lot of people that just like memorize what a page looks like, you know, they highlight all their lines and they memorize like where their lines are on a page and like how long they are and, you know, how wide. And that kind of gives them clues as to how to recall their lines. And I used to do that, but I don't really find that as effective anymore. A lot of people make audio recordings, which is actually what I do. Typically, I'll take all my recording equipment to a rehearsal and just have everybody read it so I can listen to everybody else's lines, because it's especially important to learn what the cue line is coming for your line. But I think all in all, it's really important to know everything that happens in the show, because not only does the entire script contain clues about your character and everybody else's character and the overall story, but it really helps you understand the whole flow, you know, which even moving to different areas on the stage, you know, while you're rehearsing, you know, like when you're standing in a certain spot at a certain time that you're going to have to say this. But that's really not the best way to go about it. I mean, like really, you really want to have a sense of the kind of discussion that you're going to have, and you really want to listen to your partner. I mean, like that's probably the most important thing that you could do. If they remember what they're supposed to say, then all you really got to do is listen and respond. And even if your words don't come out exactly right, it's probably good that they end with the same word that your scene partner might be looking for, because that's probably what they're focused on, you know. But anyway, it's there's a lot of different ways people go about learning their lines, and a lot of times it's just reading. You know, you just read over and over and over again, and a lot of times it's just going through the motions of a rehearsal, and it just kind of store that information, and yeah. Then it comes time to perform it in front of an audience. Then you kind of learn it all over again, because not only did you learn, you know, like how to just talk over each other, like after somebody's done talking, now you got to learn how the audience is going to react to something. So there's going to be a lot of holding. And you might learn a different way to say a line because it might be funnier some other way, depending on your director, of course. But, you know, if you didn't find something originally. But anyway, it's an exciting process. It's a lot of fun. And for anybody who's never tried it, you should think about it. There's a lot of groups around the area, the state, Massachusetts, that are very open and welcoming to people who've never been on stage before. They'll find little things for you to do and little roles to perform, little lines here and there, and kind of break you in. But for the rest of you, you already know all that, right? Why'd I have to say it? For the benefit of others. That's me. Here for the benefit of others. And I'm freaking tired. This actually, the video's going on pretty long, isn't it? Back to the long ones. That's great. People are going to love this. Anyway, I was having a conversation with one of the people in the cast last night, and it was funny that we were bringing up, somehow we got on the topic of like marketability, which would be like maybe your overall attractiveness to the opposite sex, or same sex, if that's what you prefer. But yeah, it got me starting to think about my own marketability. And I tell you, I look at myself in these things and I'm thinking, no wonder my phone ain't ringing. You know, you hear what I'm saying here? Can we just talk about this here? I really got to get some sleep. I got a freaking saggy face going on here. You know, and this camera is killing me. This camera's adding all kinds of weight. Camera weight. It's like water weight without the water. Just an excuse. I got to exercise more. That's it. Just got to exercise more. So I'll work on that. And I'm probably going to get some sleep first. Well, I got to edit some videos, and then I'll probably get some sleep. Then get up and exercise, which you all should do. Everybody should exercise. It's good for you. So is a good, nice MLT, mutton, lettuce, and tomato. Especially when the mutton is nice and lean. I love that, you know. They're so perky. That was Princess Bride, actually. Yeah. Mad Max. Don't rush a miracle, man, Sonny. You get a rotten miracle. I like that movie. Very quotable. Very quotable. Helps with all the rhymes. You know, like some people's children are learning the rhymes, you know, so there's plenty of rhymes in that one. You know, no more rhymes now, and I mean it. Anybody want a peanut? I'm done. I'm done. I'm going because I gotta go. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Do the things that I would tell you not to do, but secretly want to do and probably are going to do anyway. Until tomorrow.